So Keith, welcome to the 28th week of the spiritual journey.
Your voice is very loud.
That's your computer, that's not me. Yes, I've asked you to get that fixed and work out how to turn your computer sound down. Did you ask the people there how it works? Hello? Can you hear me?
It doesn't seem to do anything but on or off. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Right, carry on.
Okay. So, this is level 2, part 1 of the spiritual journey. A 6-week help with groundwork. You have the 24 meetings and tests. So now is a time of reflection and contemplation of what has been covered in the first year, in the first 24 videos. So effectively, this is the next level of your first year. This next 6 weeks is more interactive, but it depends on your own reflections and groundwork and revisions. Yes. So it's good to see you, Keith. I'd just like to start the meeting with a point of reflection. Yes. Last week, the point was alter your stride and meet. Can you remember?
No.
Okay. Alter your stride and meet a stranger.
Oh.
Yes, that's you. You don't remember that?
No.
Okay. So this week. Huh? Okay.
What's its hidden meaning?
It's if you change the way you think, if you change the way you act, if you change your stride, you meet yourself. You meet yourself because you live your life in a role of life, yes, work, career, study, whatever. But if you change your stride, you actually meet you, and that's the natural you, and that's the one you want to meet. Yeah, because that natural you is the one that continues after the death of the physical body. Yes, not the roles. The roles, they go back to the culture. Now, it is known that one can only enjoy and improve one's life according to the standard of one's own education. And that, if you believe getting an education is expensive, then you should count the cost of ignorance. Yes, probably a lot more expensive. So it's over to you, Keith. How have you been? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sorry, was that a question?
Yeah, right. Are you still eating your lunch?
Chewing a bit of tough meat. I'm going to swallow it, just hang on.
Okay.
Down it goes. Right.
Okay, so that's dinner finished with, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have a sweet?
No.
No sweet.
Quite enough.
No fruits.
No.
No. Oh.
No.
Okay. I always have a sweet.
Oh.
I feel eating a little meal and a nice sweet is a good complement. Complements each other.
Right.
Yeah, but everybody's different. So, how have you been the past week?
Oh, it's been quite good. Yeah, feeling better, more active.
You're feeling better? Yes. Now that's a question I asked you last week. I said, how do you feel about the spiritual journey? And instead of telling me how you feel about it, you told me how you felt, sorry, how you think about it. Yes, you told me your thoughts on it, but not your feelings. I mean, how do you feel in yourself about it? Yeah? Can you tell me that?
Uncertain, not in an anxious sense, just uncertain. Does this make sense, any of this?
Yeah, well, that's intellectual once again, but just how does it feel? Does it feel right? Does it feel, how does it feel?
No, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel wrong either, but it's in between.
Does it feel good?
Doesn't feel bad yet.
It doesn't feel bad. Well, as the English say, yes, that's not bad. Yeah. Okay. So, did you do some revision this week?
Did I do some revision? Yes, I started, I think. What on earth was it? Well, we did some this morning, didn't we? Made a start.
Yes, but we did. But it was mainly what we did was how to manipulate the computer and the courses, and how to get to the courses, how to change over from video to text. Yes, how to go all to the different places, and like I said, you have all the links you need in the on the certificate.
I'll try that again.
Yeah.
When we finished, I'll try that again, because it's quite a number of different things you have to do to get to the end of result, which is what whether it's a video or text, and the whole list of them. I want to get to that and then choose one, although I have had a look at one. I think I mentioned it before, which was to do with, now then, not our inner selves, something to do with the spiritual self. Auras, yes, auras. Auras?
Yes, I remember it well. Yes. So, apart from that, have you done any other reflections this week?
Oh, no.
Nothing.
I'm always reflecting. I've got a mass of stuff going on otherwise, which causes reflection, study of my own.
Right. So, have you got any burning issues? Any burning questions?
I suppose what I'm saying, if this is true, how is that to be, well, proven is the word? What evidence is there that all this claims?
Well, we seem to cover that question quite a lot. You seem to always want proof and more proof and more proof.
Yeah.
And I did explain, and even this morning, I said you can go straight to the comments from members that have been on this journey for many years, yes, and are still, that keep the work alive in them, yes, and that's like a proof. It's a testimony from 9 different people. Yes.
Well,
did you?
Whatever. I have to weigh it up.
Did you get a chance to look at that?
No.
Not yet.
Perhaps I should do that tonight.
Okay. So, because these meetings are not for me to give a lesson. They're to look at what you've actually worked on and to expand on that and see how you feel about it, how you're getting on, rather than going into the intellectual stuff. Because what I've given you is the skeleton, yes, the skeleton of the work. You understand what skeleton is? Yes, you've got the skull, yes, you've got the spine, you've got the ribs, you've got the pelvis, you've got the legs, yes, you've got the feet and the hands and the arms, yes, the clavicle, yes, and
Yes.
the shoulder blades. You've got all the skeleton. There's 24 parts, 24 videos.
Yes.
Now, with revision, yes, and contemplation and your own groundwork, you start to put connections into that skeleton, yes, and those skeletons are like ligaments for the skeleton, yes. And once you get some connections and some ligaments, then you can build up some flesh, some muscles, yes.
Yes.
And what you should end up with is something live, yes, something living, yes, all flesh, all bones, not just a skeleton, yes, but you have to do the work. I can give you the skeleton and I can help you with the bodybuilding, yes, and that's what it's all about. We're not talking Arnold Schwarzenegger,
No, no, no.
yeah, and we're not talking Rambo either, yes, but we're talking about spiritually,
Yes.
yes, and when I say spiritually, this course is designed to get you to the spiritual, yes,
Right.
yes, that's something that isn't really understood. Everybody thinks the world is spiritual. Well, yes, you can say, yes, there are parts of it that are spiritual, but to actually get to the real spiritual stuff, you would need to activate your mind, your brain, and your pineal gland. Yes, like we discussed last week, to see daybreak. Yes, to see the light. Yes,
Yeah.
Jacob saw the light, saw the daybreak. That was his illumination. Yes, and that's what this is all about. Okay, so
Okay.
do you have any more questions about what we've been doing so far?
No, I just want to get on with it.
Ah, right. Okay. Well, I won't hold you up if you want to get on with it. But there is something I'd like to say just in finishing. Yes, I'd like to leave you with
Yes,
a
yeah.
true story.
Oh,
Yes. Now you've heard of Jesus Christ, I think.
yeah.
Yes. Walking on water.
Yeah.
Yes. Now I have played a role of Jesus in the theatre. Yeah.
Yes.
And I thought, well, perhaps it's really possible. Yes. Now, whilst I was in France, I often think of returning to England, but I gave my, yeah, but don't forget, I was over there for 30 years, and I'd often think of returning. And I gave myself a challenge, yes, to be the first person to walk across the channel. It's only
Right.
25 miles, yes, and as we can travel, 250,000 miles to the moon and then back,
Yeah.
I thought it must be possible just to walk across the channel. It's only 25 miles.
Yeah.
We have the technology. So I developed a way in which I could be the first one to walk across the channel.
Well, tell me more.
Well, I'm not about to tell you the secret. I've told a few people, yeah. I've told a few people, and they say, "Ah, yes, that's right." Now, I remember that one night in Paris. Now, this was in the mid 90s, I believe. On the way to this development back in the early 90s, I was contemplating walking on water. Yes. And on the spur of the moment, I gave it a try. Yeah. It was dark. Yes, because I was, and perhaps there were others in the park that night. Yes, but no one saw me. Yes, I think. If somebody was looking, they would have had a surprise. I was wearing a brand new pair of sunglasses. Very important for walking on water. Yes.
Oh, right.
Yes. Being made of glass and expensive, one could see very clearly through them. Unlike these plastic sunglasses, yes. You might know the difference, yeah? Anyway, in the middle of this enormous park was a sunroom high on a hill on an island, yes? You can imagine a park, yes, with a hill in the middle, yes? And it's surrounded by a deep moat, yes? And the gates are closed at night, yes? Now, I decided there and then, on the spur of the moment, that I could walk across the watery moat. It was simply a matter of mind over matter. Yeah, we're not talking miracles. We're talking mind over matter and keeping good balance. So I approached the water's edge and I put one foot on the water and started walking. Yes?
Right.
Yeah. So officially the park was closed, but perhaps anyone watching would have been surprised. Yes. I was walking on water. Then after about four meters walk, I slipped into the water. Yes.
Yeah.
And I lost my sunglasses. Yeah. My sunglasses fell off and I was waist deep in water. Yeah. And that, I mean, it was quite good for the first 4 meters and then straight down, you know. I thought, wow. Luckily, it wasn't cold. And I soon got up on top of the water again and continued to walk on water another, well, it could have been 10 meters, it could have been 8 meters or whatever, to the island in the middle. Yes, I had wet feet and wet trousers, had lost my expensive new sunglasses, but felt pretty good all the same. Yeah, in all appearances, I had walked on water. It wasn't a miracle, it was just mind over matter. So, Keith, would you like to walk to France over the channel?
No.
No, you can, you know, it's perfectly possible
Well,
and reasonable if you have a little know-how, mind over matter. Yes. Well, yeah, I'll leave you to work out how it is done. Yes, you can reflect on that over the next few years. Yes, to work it out, and you might find the solution. Yes, it's quite simple. So personally, I put a lot of thought into it. I think about it now and again over years as a personal challenge before I came to the solution. It's just one of the inspirations possible on the spiritual journey. And if I can do it, you can do it too. So Keith, there's a challenge for you. If you get stuck, you can always ask the local vicar or a priest. Perhaps he knows. Just tell him you're working on a project and would like his help. Can you do that?
I doubt it.
Okay. So just to leave you with a final thought for tonight, living in today's culture reduces one's natural self to a dwarf size.
I see. So I agree with some of that. Yes.
Yeah. Now, the spiritual journey proposition is to re-educate yourself back into the natural condition. Therefore, your Bible of work is the actual practice and living of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's bye until next week. Level 2, the first year spiritual journey, 17th of March. Okay.
Right.
Very short tonight. Don't forget, you've got your revisions to do, and you're going to start on that right away, are you?
Yes. So what do I do first? Now I'm on with you.
Well, if you're on with me, what you do is you go to your certificate. Yes, you go to your certificate in your emails.
Right.
Like we found it this morning. Yeah. And you simply click on the link enrollments.
Yeah.
And that should take you straight to the school. Yes, the Universal Comprehension Academy school. And there, on the left hand side, you'll see a list of all the possible videos we've done. And you just click on one of those. Yes, you can watch the video till the end, and automatically the text will come up. Or at any time you want, you can stop the video just by tapping on the screen and going back to the menu on the left hand side and clicking on the text. Yes, for that number video. Yes, if you're looking at week 16 video, then you need to go to week 16 video text.
I want to look at the thing to do with auras.
Well, you can go to that one too. Yes.
Is there one with that title or name?
Yes. It's written in there. Just look at the list. Yes. And you'll find it. Yes. Okay. And if you want to go to some of the links or something, yes, click on the video text, and the links will be in there. You just have to find the links.
Okay.
Okay. So the links will either be in the text or at the bottom of the text.
Right.
Or if you want to look at links. Okay. So until next week, have a good evening, have a good reflection, and we'll take this up next week, and we'll see how you got on. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Bye for now, Keith.
Bye.
Bye.